everybody. It's Chad, John, and Chad behind the camera. And welcome to the first ever edition of the Gilstrap Family Dealerships Football Pick'em. This week we're going to be doing college teams. I'll give you a little information up front. Again, my name's Chad, and I'm a Gamecock fan. This is John. John's a Tennessee Volunteer. And behind the camera, we have the other Chad, and he's a Clemson Tiger. Now, what I'm about to explain, I gave John the option of doing it. He said he wasn't ready for that option. Like Tennessee Monday night. And I was going to let Chad talk, but he's quite obnoxious. You win a national championship, you think you're the best football team in the nation. So they chose me, a Gamecock, who knows that obviously 6-6 in the SEC, much better than a national championship. But anyway, we're going to make some picks. Whatever you do, do not, absolutely, positively, do not use our advice to bet money. This is just for fun. This is just for entertainment. So if we're ready, we're going to give you our picks. Like us on all social media. You're welcome to comment. Please don't use any profanity as kids will be looking. If you disagree with us, just block us. But this is just to have fun. I'm going to make fun of my team. We're going to make fun of your team. So don't get your feeling hurt. Just have fun with us. First game, Nebraska at Oregon. I'll let John take the lead on this one.
I'm going to take the Ducks here. I think Nebraska's going to come in. They're going to play good. But I think Oregon's going to pull this one out.
I probably agree. I think Oregon's going to cover. I really don't think either team's as good as they were in the previous years, but I do think Oregon will cover 13.5. Next game, Louisville at North Carolina.
I said last week that North Carolina is still a little overranked. I like Louisville, and I like them big.
Yeah, you did pick against North Carolina last week. Good pick. I like Louisville big too, actually. We can't agree on every game. That won't be any fun, but I think Louisville had an average game last week against Purdue. I think this week Lamar Jackson has got something to prove, and he's probably going to show out.
Yes, he is.
Pitt versus Penn State at Happy Valley.
I have went back and forth on this game so many times. I'm going to go Pitt just because I don't like James Franklin, and I think Pitt's going to stand strong and go into Penn State and show them like they almost did in Clemson last year.
Well, it is an awful big spread. I just caught that shot. I'm sorry. Sorry, Chad. It's an awful big spread for a rivalry type game. I'll agree to that. However, Pitt looked real weak last week. I mean, they won by 7 against Youngstown State. And as you know, I feel like Penn State's got one of the best coaches in college football ever since he owned Tennessee when he was at Vandy. James Franklin and the Nittany Lions cover the 21.5. TCU at Arkansas.
Not only do I think TCU doesn't cover, I think Arkansas wins this game outright. What about you, Chad?
I'm with you. I'm on Arkansas. I think TCU, I think they can score fast, but I think the offensive line and the running game of Arkansas is going to slow the game down some, and I think Arkansas also wins.
We can't agree on all of them.
I know. We may not on this one. Georgia at Notre Dame, touchdown Jesus.
It's hard to go against the SEC, but I'm taking Notre Dame.
You're taking Notre Dame. See, I told you we were going to disagree. I do not think Notre Dame covers. I do not think Notre Dame wins. I think Fromm's as good, if not better, than Eason. And I think Sony Michel and Nick Chubb is just going to tear them up on the ground. I'm taking Georgia outright in this game. Oklahoma at Ohio State.
I really don't want to pick either one of them because I don't like either one of them, but Ohio State wins, and I think they win convincingly.
Really? What do they call their state? The horseshoe?
The horseshoe.
The horseshoe. I think Oklahoma goes the horseshoe, and I think that they beat Ohio State.
Oh, wow.
Yep. I mean, they lost Mixon, but besides that, they're pretty much loaded. I mean, they still have Baker Mayfield. I just think they're high-powered. I think they're high-octane. And if you watched that game last week with Ohio State and them in the first half, they were a little sluggish. So I'm going to take Oklahoma. Utah at BYU.
To me, this is a no-brainer. I think Utes win big. I know the spread's 3, but I think they win by double digits.
I agree. I think BYU ran into a very good LSU team, got beat by 27 points. I don't think Utah's as good as LSU, but I do think they're a lot better than BYU.
Much better.
Houston at Arizona, a pick'em game.
And I still think Houston still got a lot of talent from Tom Herman, and I think Houston wins.
I think there's talent there, but I think Tom Herman was a huge difference maker. I think Arizona is going to take this. I'm taking Arizona to pick them. All right, now down to the two local games that everyone's been waiting on. At least us. South Carolina at Missouri. Missouri is given 2.
You know, everybody's big on Missouri in the SEC East this year, but I still think the Gamecocks and Will Muschamp goes up there, and that defense is just hard to score on. I'm picking Gamecocks in this one.
Well, you keep telling me the defense is hard to score on. I so hope you're right. I so hope that they hadn't shown what they have this year. Quarterback matchups, actually, I like our quarterback. I like Bentley better than, what's their guy's name?
Matty Mock.
Matty Mock. How would you like Matty Mock? I don't even know the name. But anyway, I don't think it's going to be necessarily the quarterbacks or a wide receiver like Samuel. I think they'll have good games. I think it's going to come to South Carolina's offensive lineman and South Carolina's running back, Dowdle. I think if he can chew some clock up, I think South Carolina still score in the high 30s, low 40s, and be able to take care of Missouri.
It's going to be a good game.
It will be. I totally expect a good game. I'm nervous. I have to admit I'm nervous. Auburn at Clemson. Auburn's getting 4.5.
This is a tough one. Again, I want to go SEC, but not only do I think Clemson's got the best defense in the country, maybe outside of Alabama, I think not only are they going to win with their defense, they're going to get out coached. So I think Clemson wins, and I think they win pretty convincingly.
Really? Well, I must admit I got Clemson too. I think Clemson will cover. I do think it's going to be a good game. I think both teams are loaded. I think last year it was a very physical game. I think both teams showed their talent. I think Clemson's got a little advantage at quarterback, though. I like Kelly Bryant over Stidham. I just really do. And I think Clemson's defense is going to be able to put enough stops together to where they're definitely going to cover and come away with the W.
I agree.
Now, every week, we're going to take turns picking the Gilstrap Game of the Week. This week, it's Jonathan's turn. John, who you got for Game of the Week?
Game of the Week goes out to the Southern Cal and the Stanford Cardinal. Southern Cal is favored by 5.5 in this game. Not only do I not think Southern Cal is not going to cover, I think Stanford's going to win this game. I think they're overrated. They got a great quarterback, but Stanford is a lot tougher team, and I think they got a better coach.
Wow, big prediction. Almost every expert has USC winning that game just based on speed alone. But you think differently, huh?
I do. I think they're outcoached. They're going to be outcoached, and I think they have more athletes. It just hasn't showed yet.
All right. And last pick, Gilstrap Family Dealerships versus every other dealership in the world.
That's a no-brainer.
No-brainer. Gilstrap Family Dealerships.